finally get rich, will people know? Will there be neon signs flashing above your head saying, "He's made it"? Or will it be something more subtle, like suddenly saying, "Waiter, I'll take the sparkling water," instead of tap? Today we're going deep into the truth about wealth, why showing it off is risky, and why some of the richest people you'll ever meet look nothing like what you imagine. Welcome to the Mindful Millionaire, the #1 self-improvement channel in the world. This channel is your go-to space for mastering mindfulness and money habits to create lasting wealth and inner peace. Number 1, the fantasy versus the reality. Let's be honest. Every week on TikTok or Reddit, there's a post like, "When I get rich, I won't tell anyone." But the truth? There will be signs. Sometimes it's subtle, like your car suddenly being newer than everyone else's. Sometimes it's obvious, like pulling up in a Lamborghini but still living in a dodgy flat in East London, or a tiny apartment in New York. But here's the question I want you to think about. Why do you even want to be rich in the first place? Is it to escape your 9 to 5? To finally pay off that suffocating student loan? To retire your parents? Or maybe just take them on a first-class flight before they're too old? Or maybe, like a lot of people quietly admit, you just want to flex a little. The Gucci belt, the £500 off-white hoodie, the designer car. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that, if you're honest with yourself. But there's another side of wealth almost nobody talks about. Stealth wealth. Number 2, what's stealth wealth? It's the art of being rich without looking rich. No flexing, no broadcasting, just living quietly with financial freedom. And here's the crazy thing. Some of the wealthiest people in the UK and the US live like this. They drive Toyotas, not Teslas. They wear £40 M&S jackets or Target hoodies, not Balenciaga. They live in comfortable but modest houses. And you'd never know. Why? Because wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about being free. Number 3, why showing off wealth is dangerous. Let's break this down, because in 2025, the risks are higher than ever before. Security risks. In London, Manchester, LA, New York, crime rates against the wealthy are climbing. We've seen Premier League players robbed in their own homes. NFL stars warned by the FBI about burglaries. Why? Because their wealth is public knowledge. If your wealth becomes a billboard, you're basically painting a target on your back. Financial parasites. Ever heard of the lottery curse? Take Billy Bob Harrell, who won $31 million in the 90s. Within years, he was broke, divorced, and eventually gone. Why? Because when people know you have money, suddenly everyone has an emergency. Family, friends, neighbors, they guilt trip you, manipulate you, or straight up bleed you dry. Jealousy and relationship. Even your closest mates might get funny. Maybe not openly, but jealousy is real. In the workplace, showing wealth can alienate you. Imagine rocking up to your 9 to 5 in a Bentley while your co-workers are stressing over rail strikes and petrol prices. That's not going to win you friends. Number 4, the parasite problem. Money attracts financial parasites. Win the lottery in the UK or the US and suddenly long-lost cousins appear. Everyone's got an emergency. Billy Bob Harrell, who won $31 million, couldn't say no. He gave until he had nothing left. Wealth in silence avoids this trap. Number 5, the trap of lifestyle inflation. Now, here's the sneaky danger. Lifestyle inflation. You make more, so you spend more. First, it's moving from Primark to Zara, then Zara to Gucci, then £50 dinners becoming £500 dinners. But here's the kicker. Your happiness doesn't really increase. It just gets more expensive to maintain. Plenty of Americans making 6 figures are still living paycheck to paycheck. Plenty of Brits earning over £100,000 are still drowning in mortgage payments, car finance, and Deliveroo bills. Why? Lifestyle inflation ate their wealth. If you really want financial freedom, you've got to fight it. Number 6, how to stay rich without looking rich. Here are some practical steps that wealthy people quietly use. Drive a modest car, Toyota, Honda, Ford, reliable, cheap to maintain, and nobody thinks you're a walking ATM. Keep your social media low-key. Flexing your Rolex on Instagram? Congratulations, you've just attracted the wrong crowd. Say less about money. Don't tell anyone what you earn, your tax bill, or your stock market wins. Eventually, casual bragging plants seeds of resentment. Invest in comfort and health. Better mattresses, quality healthcare, fitness. They don't scream rich, but they'll massively help you improve your life. Spend on experiences. A trip with family, a cooking class, a weekend escape. Memories last longer than flashy purchases. Number 7, the real signs of wealth. So, will there be any signs when you're rich? Yes, but they're not the ones people expect. Being able to say no to a toxic boss without fear. Paying bills without anxiety. Taking your kids on holiday without needing Klarna. Walking into Tesco or Whole Foods not checking the price of bread. Having the freedom to spend time, because that's the most expensive asset of all. Number 8, your freedom is the flex. Real wealth isn't the Lamborghini. It's saying, I quit this toxic job. I'll take my mom on holiday, no credit card needed. I can sleep in on Monday. That's the biggest flex, but only you need to know it. And finally, number 9, privacy equals protection. The richer you get, the more your privacy becomes priceless. Look at the Premier League footballers and the NFL stars. Burglars literally track their schedules. If strangers can Google your life, your wealth becomes a liability. Here's the truth. When you get rich, the loudest flex is silence. Not the Lamborghini, not the Gucci belt, but freedom, security, peace. So, when you do get rich, tell no one. Except maybe tell YouTube by hitting the like button, subscribing, and dropping in the comments. Would you rather be rich and flashy or rich and invisible? Because honestly, that's the conversation worth having.